On everybody, Super Saiyan here coming at you with a PS4 shoutcast. It's going to be between Baltic Storm and HVT Charlie. We're going to be playing on Lithium Mine, best of 9 noon with Overcast. This is week 1 for these people of PS4. I'm hoping for an exciting game. I've watched Baltic Storm play and I haven't seen my HVT boys play yet this season. But we've got Point Lady Main over here, Natalie Aussie, playing Assault for us. I'm hoping to see some good things out of this match. I am excited. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday. I actually had to set up for this one pretty quick because I was an hour behind exactly what I was supposed to, be set up for. I thought it was going to be at 3 p.m. Central, and they messaged me saying it was supposed to be at 2. And then I had a 20 gig download. Luckily, my internet's good, and I got it done within about 15 minutes. So, crisis averted. We're going to be seeing Blizzard on Ranger, Scout, Artillery, Tech from Baltic Storm, Tech, Toxic, Artillery, and Point Lady out of Natalie. So no long gun for HVT, but we got Blizzard over here. We make sure that all my audio's coming through here. Hope my audio's all coming through. Yeah, everything seems to be working just fine. Fantastic, lovely, awesome. Here we go. Stupid drones in the wrong spot. I don't like that very much. Thank you, Ubisoft, but it is what it is. Oh well, I'll deal with it. Close out some things here. All right, we're gonna be seeing Tsunami and L. We're gonna call him L because I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. I don't want him pronounce it, wrongly. But L and Tsunami moving up through mid. And we've got HVT over here, Natalie pushing right up through the mid with Hero, Heineko, and Dak. Not too far behind them though. Natalie sets up just behind the little crates down here on the bottom side, watching towards mid, towards that recon tower. Good lord, that was a fail and a half. Wow, Anyways. So here we see L. I do believe he has moved into the middle of the barn, is watching that right side coming through that right side flank through the main road. HVT is still kind of holding on to that back line of buildings, kind of watching for any flanks and anything coming up through the mid. Not kind of have any hard pushes coming out of them just yet. Proxies are at the door by recon tower going into barn. Tsunami and Storm back here on the back side of these buildings towards mid, and Blizzard with that Ranger has taken up a spot with elevation on this right side silo. Lots of shots being thrown at Dak. Nothing has connected just yet. I do believe that HVT has blown up that barrel, so he is not in any danger of explosion damage. Natalie still holding her position. Heineko is marked on the back line. And I do believe he was taking shots at a drone, and it is taken out of the sky, so that is no longer an issue as well. What's going on, Lion? Thank you for your sub, by the way. I saw that come through as I was sitting here waiting for everybody to get loaded in and ready. What's up, Lee? Happy Saturday, my friend. Mortars coming down. Sound glitch. It's right here on my left ear and I couldn't find out where it was. So that did come down on the right side silo by Blizzard. Again, no damage yet this round just yet. Lots of shots thrown in by Blizzard, but nothing connecting as of yet. Heineko's Tech did take down any drones that were in the sky, but now the gas drone from Hero Rebel is in the sky and looking for anybody that he can find. Gas does come down on Blizzard, keeping the pressure on their long gun, making sure that he is not going to be sitting pretty anywhere at one time for too long. Dak remaining in the back. Looks like he's just trying to keep tabs of where Blizzard is on that top silo, so that is his duty at the moment. Staying in the back, keeping his drone in the air as much as possible. Scout drone from Baltic is in the air, and again looking. They're going to be finding Dak and Heineko more than likely the easiest. Possibly even seeing Natalie, who again is still sitting here just holding her position and waiting patiently for a Baltic Storm to get a little bit impatient and hopefully push up that right side. Shots coming in. Blizzard finally connects with Dak, taking him out. Heineko should be not too far away and be able to get that res up, but it looks like Hero Rebel possibly No, nobody is moving towards that just yet. Mortars are in the air. I don't guess they want to take any chances of them seeing them going for the res. Heineko does take some damage from that ranger through that window into that small little room there. That right side silo is really just dangerous for any snipes from that position. I mean, you can hit right down into this room right here if you're just sitting in the window. Easy pickings for a long gun. TOA Shark, welcome. Hey, no problem, Shark. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here and watching. Blizzard does get down off the top silos and takes up a rooftop position. I do believe his position offers any sort of knowledge of whether or not they're going to go for that res. I don't know. He jumps down. He might not see. Well, I thought Natalie might have been going for that res, but she is not. I do believe if they catch them going for that revive, that they can wall bang that revive through that 10. That may be his intention. L, please. Baltic with the mortar still hanging out in the back. Tsunami and L have both moved up towards the middle, so that is a tech and a scout. But now Blizzard takes out the point lady, and he is on a great side for, you know, having an advantage over them. They have people to their front, and now they have people to the side. Blizzard is now going to have to move, but is deciding to move in closer even, maybe. Possibly thought that the mortars that were coming down were intended for him, but the mortars for HVT is down. Heineko taking shots with that 9x9. Blizzard was the intended target. Doesn't look like very much damage came out on top of, or came out on Blizzard, but now L is on the flank as well. L taken out by Heineko with that 9x9. More shots coming out. Looks like Heineko was trying to take out Blizzard, but no shots on them. But very close to getting a kill on them. So they know that Baltic Storm is there and Hero Rebel is there intending to take him out, and he does with the SR. So Hero takes out Baltic Storm. That is 2 down for each, but Blizzard with that MK takes out Heineko and now leaves Hero Rebel very hurt to take down 2 members of Baltic Storm. Hero Rebel on the backside of Tsunami. Will he catch Tsunami unaware? He doesn't. Tsunami with that SR takes him out. 1-0 in Baltic Storm's favor. Very close game. First round, they're having, you know, being down to a 2v2, but that Ranger made some just heavy plays that HVT had trouble, you know, recovering from. Doesn't help that with Mirror Mark, Blizzard is just causing some havoc with that. One on dabbing, PMAC, Lucas, Lion, Kelly, or Kel. Welcome. Game time, welcome. Avery, turn it down more. So we're going to be seeing a Ranger Scout Artillery Tech out of Baltic Storm again. Heineko goes Tech. I do believe they are starting on this side. Yep, so Tech, Scout, Disruptor, and Toxic. So Point Lady decides to pick up the Disruptor. Not going to do too much against the Ranger, who at range has that advantage. Natalie Aussie gets shot at by that Ranger as she tries to move down that right side, denying the main road. The Ranger now knows that they are going to be on that middle and left side. Vital information for his team. Dak in his drone with the scout marks L, and I do believe Tsunami was there as well. I do believe with that scout they know exactly where everybody's sitting. Natalie now moved up enough to disrupt this tech. Blizzard with that Ranger is going to go around the backside of the bowl. getting another right side flank on HVT. Hero, Natalie, and Heineko are all in the same position. I just hope that they are allowed or have the time to find Blizzard over here on the flank, because right now he is in a great position. I do believe Natalie was able to catch that though. But are we for sure? Natalie, I don't think she sees him. Oh, she does. Never mind. Natalie with the TAR 21 makes the first kill of the game, and on the player that caused so much damage for HVT last round, he is now down early. Dak again with the scout is in the air looking. Does he have thermals on? Yes, he does. Fine form thermals on the scout is what we like to see. So not only do we have constant movement pressure, we have thermal pings as well for anybody who does not want to, do any movement while that drone is in the air. Tsunami goes to the roof. Baltic Storm still sitting in the back, goes prone, possibly going to be seeing a mortar drone. There it is in the sky. And now L is back there watching for the right side flank on the hill. And Tsunami should be able to see anything on the left. Very little, but if they push up, he should be able to hear them or see them go out towards Blizzard. Mortars come down, Hero Rebel pushes back. No other people within his vicinity. Storm moves up a little bit. Excuse me. So now Hero and Dak on the left side, leaving Heineko and Natalie in the mid. Heineko more than likely would be the one that's going to try and keep an eye on Blizzard, about the only one who can at this point. They've got to deny that revive. Having the 3v4 with the long range down just makes it an even game for sure. Natalie's still running around trying to keep her position kind of concealed away from the enemy's knowledge. Storm back on the backside of Reservoir. Could possibly be slowly making his way around, looking for anybody who might have pushed up while they weren't looking. Convinced that there's nobody over there, pushes back around. Tsunami and Storm hanging out together with L on the right side. Looks like he is going to be on the top of the roof. He is. Gas drone of Hero Rebel, I do believe, should be seeing that. If he's not paying attention, it could just look like something odd on the roof, because that thermal ping was not very strong, to be honest. Tsunami and L move up together, are hanging out. Baltic Storm on the left, still kind of hanging out, watching that main road for anybody to be pushing up. Both assaults of HVT are hanging out near the barn, one in, one out. Dak, the entire game, hasn't moved from his position in the back, just using his drone for that intel, keeping himself safe. What's up, L Nuggets? Zombie Pillager. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Tech comes out. Drone is out of the air. Looks like Storm is marked, but that may have just been the game itself being lame. Hero Rebel started to push up on that right side just a little bit, but got a little bit worried and decides to go up into his gas drone. Still waiting on this drone to catch L on the roof. Two players of Baltic Storm are on the roof, just hanging out. A little bit of elevation on those silos with any of those classes, be it the Disruptor or the Tech, could possibly move them down off of the roof and cause some damage on them. So Tsunami is found, and so is L. Both are marked. Gas comes down on top of Tsunami. He is pushed down off of the roof. And now Storm as well is marked. Maybe. There it is. So they know where Storm is, and they know where both players The scout and tech are as well. Hero Rebel, here comes the gas for HVT up on the left side, or up on this flank on the hill. Saw the back end of the tech, takes some shots, 9x9 opens up, no hits onto the toxic. Nade comes out. Oh, how did he miss that? He got out of it just in time, it looked like. But how? It looked like he was right there in the proximity of that grenade's explosion. Lucky break for the tech. Very close to death though. Maybe it clipped him just a little bit. Unsure. Both of these players are disrupted. No pings. Oh, and Natalie pushes back just a little bit, possibly looking for Blizzard to be moving up. But both the drones together hanging out on this right side, right on the other side from the Baltic Storm members. Tech comes down. I don't know. Does that belong to L? It can't. Yes, it does. L's tech does come down, takes the drone out of the air. Again, just barely getting out of the proximity of that grenade. Hero Rebel has some great throws with those nades, causing them to move. Now Storm on the left side is found, taking shots from Natalie. And Heineko, with the supporting fire, takes out Storm and is down to being a 4v2. Here comes the recon tower, and Dak gets caught unaware by the SR from Tsunami. Here comes Heineko. Heineko takes out Tsunami and is down to being a 1v2. Hey, L with the 9x19 takes out the Point Lady main. Disruptor is out of the fight. And now, Hero Rebel and Heineko are going to move up. Revive coming in on Dak. Going to make it a 3v1. Heineko looking for him to peek that doorway. L's just going to hang tight, kind of watching the body of Natalie. Shots come out. Lots of shots from the 9x19 of Heineko. Gas comes down, pushes L out. Marks are there. Dak taking shots with the MDR onto L. Dak pushes up. It's very, very risky going over the fence. Flash comes out, and Hero on the roof takes him out. It is now a 1-1 game. HVT showing a little bit of dominance on that round. Made it look good. Baltic Storm. Whew. That was, I like that round. That was a good one. I don't care who you are. That was fun. Yeah. That was a fun round right there. From what I've seen, the team that gets stuck on that back line of buildings, if they don't take that map control, they find it hard pressed to take anything else from the other team, and the other team is able to get the flanks on them. That's what happened the first round, that's what happened the second round, so it just, I don't know, it just follows a bit of a pattern. If you don't get off that back line of buildings, you kind of have a hard time that round. Especially if you get one person down, which Ranger, trying to go for that left side flank around the salt flats, had a hard time. Got taken out, and the rest of the team had to kind of struggle. So round number 3, Baltic Storm is going to have a Predator this round. Ooh, Predator. M16, let's go. 9mm on, or maybe the 9mm, but a Mortar, Scout, and Ranger out of Baltic Storm. A Tech, Toxic, Scout, and Disruptor again from HVT. So lots of shots coming in from the Ranger, probably looking to get that Scout out of the air, but being annoying, the Scout tries to avoid the line of sight of that Ranger. There we go. So lots of intel coming in from the Scout, able to get every single bit of that battery's worth. So an entire lifespan of intel out of the Scout, and now Blizzard with the Ranger up on the catwalk, going up to silos with L with the Predator in the mid building, going right now. Tsunami and Baltic Storm are in the back, towards the left of the middle map. Again, HVT is holding on to this back line of buildings, Let's see if my theory kind of holds true. Gas comes down, pushes the mortar of Baltic Storm out. And now Blizzard is up on top of the silos yet again. L with that Predator is on the left side. I don't know if Heineko is aware of his position. I'd say that is very probable that he does know exactly where he's at. Scout of Dak in the air. Ranger taking lots of shots on it though. There, I finally got it. Looks like Dak probably not going to be seeing the Predator sitting there unless he looks around. Mortars coming down on where Heineko was hanging out. Proxies, one of them was taken out, and now L, with the ability to know that they are not in that vicinity watching the road, makes his move around the outside of Reservoir. Heineko gonna have to be careful here. With this intel, I would say HVT needs to make a wrap around the right side, giving L his his position and just trying to take up better position, trying to make a move on the Ranger. But they are just worried so much about the long range of that Ranger. I think that they're just content with sitting on the back line of buildings at this time. So now L is over here in this little checkpoint area, is going to be seeing Hero and all these other guys just hanging out. Lots of shots coming in, and L takes out Hero. So now his position is given away, but with that, he is able to get a man down for HVT. So well worth it. Battle Rage does come out on the Predator, taking shots, getting wall banged while he's sitting in that doorway. Natalie Aussie on the roof. Who is she in danger of being seen by? Blizzard? No, Blizzard's going to be on the flank really quick here. Again, HVT with this flank over here is going to have to be really careful. If Dak peeks just for a second, Blizzard is going to capitalize on it. But now Blizzard takes to the other roof. Ooh, came close to really having a chance to put some hard damage on the assaults of HVT. Think that they know that he's over there though. Natalie Aussie pushing back over to the backside, looking. L is marked. Blizzard goes prone, looking for any sort of intel. Say looking for any sort of intel, I meant, you know, just making sure he doesn't get seen. That was a miss, you know, that was a mess up on my part. I do that. Predator puts more shots in, look like possibly towards Natalie, who is over half health, half dead. Blizzard right there on top of Natalie. Does Natalie see him? Here comes a nade. She's gonna have to move. She does. She moves, and Scorpion Evo opens up and takes out the assault. Natalie Aussie is down. Dak with his scout is now hanging out in this little side building where the tank had blown up. Now knows that Blizzard is up there for certain. Excuse me. Blizzard constantly moving around, making sure that his position is not concrete known by HVT. Heineko with the 9x19 is still trying to just run around, make sure that none of these guys are going to sneak up on him, but he is taking shots. Where'd that come from? Was that the Predator taking shots at him? I didn't hear any shots. Yeah, the shots of the Predator are silent for me right now. I don't hear it. Scout does come out, and here comes Heineko on the roof. Does he have a chance against Blizzard? Ooh. Decides to get down off the roof instead. He is marked, pushes back over there again. Nade comes out. Baltic Storm does maintain their position. One in the little checkpoint building, one outside to the right of the other checkpoint building. And Tsunami watching the front side of the back line of buildings. So far, my idea of how this map is, you know, goes down the tubes for a round, holding true. Blizzard with that Scorpion Evo again takes out another one. That would be Dak, the scout. And now L moves up and takes out Heineko, making it a 2-1 game. Baltic Storm's favor. All right. So again, holding that back line of buildings just so far has been a death sentence for anybody who tries to hold it. They should have taken that right side flank and just tried to push that Ranger and make him, you know, put a little bit of pressure on him. Ranger, Predator, Scout, and Artillery out of Baltic Storm again. Tech, Toxic, Artillery, and Disruptor. Heineko putting down the 9x19 and pulling out the MK17 instead. Dak with the 9mm on Artillery and Toxic from Hero Rebel. Putting down the Scout. And Natalie again with the Disruptor comes out with that instead of a point man. Automatically Storm goes up into his mortar drone, possibly to try and cut off a certain lane up the map. Once he figures out where they're going, doesn't have enough time, but drops some mortars right as the tech of Heineko comes out. That's about where I expected the mortars to come down. That's usually where I try to put them down. I never really seem to put or get anything when I put them there, but it just kind of, you know, makes them divert. And with the diversion, they, you know, it slows them down and gives you a chance to get up into the middle building before them. So L and Tsunami are going, ooh, and lots of damage comes down onto the Predator. I guess that was just wallbang central from the MK17 through that tin side build, or a sidewall. Gas comes down. Tsunami now is going to be pushed out of his position. And now, ladies and gentlemen, again, look at this. Just like every other round, that back line of buildings is where the other team has been set up. Unable to take the middle map control. Blizzard is not going for that left side flank or right side flank, just maintaining his position here on this back rock. Here we go, getting a little bit of elevation on the right side. Could be looking for Dak and Hero to come up the right side of the map. Heineko and Natalie are both still holding out right here in the middle, right outside of the barn, peeking the doorway, watching this main road approach, making sure that nobody goes for that right side flank like they did in round 2. Mortars come down. They're going to miss just on top of the barn. No damage. Blizzard does take shots, but at who? Mortars come out, make Blizzard move. Nowhere near hitting him. He predicted the mortars were coming down on him and moves out of the danger zone. Blizzard's still trying to put shots in. Don't know at what. Maybe they know that Dak and Hero are over there. Blizzard again is taking up a position on that back rock, getting a little bit of elevation. Gas drone again goes down on top of Tsunami. More pressure onto the scout of Baltic Storm. Slowly pecking away at the health. Heineko is on the backside of the barn, no longer inside the barn. Hanging out with Natalie. Good idea for two assaults to hang out together, as well as the two drone classes of HVT hanging out together as well. Right now, the Predator hanging out by himself for Baltic Storm on that left side, looking for anybody to try and push up. Well, another one of those classes, I'm just not sure if they know he is there. He's been just waiting patiently for anything to move up that direction. Maybe one of those things that he'll just catch somebody right, just by surprise all of a sudden. What's up, Murder? Mortar is in the air, taken out, but where the mortar's coming down, who's it gonna pick? It is going to be Blizzard over here in the salt flats. No damage. Just on the other side of that shipping container, if it just landed a little bit more to its right, it would have had a little bit of damage on him. But now Blizzard, full health, is deciding to go ahead and continue his move. Gas does come down on top of him, and now he is going to move back. L still holding his position, waiting patiently for his time to pounce. Creeping, he's starting to creep. Okay, so L has decided that it is time to make a move. Don't know if he's running safety first, but he should be seeing that mine over there on his left. And Dak is going to be listening, hearing this movement outside of his building. Comes around the backside, looking to see if he's going to catch L unaware. But L's there. Here comes the Predator. Takes out Dak, I imagine. And there it is. Headshots on Dak. Good attempt by Dak to take out the Predator, but without the marks, L heard him coming and took cover. Very good attempt by Dak. Now Heineko and Rebel are here looking, trying to find L at all costs, trying to make this an even game, taking out the main assault for Baltic Storm. Heineko moving up. He's gonna have to be careful here. L is just waiting for him. Little bit of damage down to the Predator, but it missed. Hero Rebel trying to put shots onto him, but what is going on? There it is. MK17 finally takes him out. And now here comes the mortar. Shots coming in from both, and Heineko watches as Hero just takes or dies right in front of him. Natalie, though, coming in from the backside, takes out Tsunami. Baltic Storm has got to be careful. I don't think he knows that Natalie's coming in. There it is. Natalie with the TAR-21 takes him out. It is now being a 2v1. Ranger last one alive up on the hill. Do they know he's there? Looks like he's marked, so possibly. So 2 assaults versus 1 Ranger. But this Ranger has been putting in some nasty work this entire game. Minus round 2. Minus round 2 where he pretty much laid down and took soil samples the entire round. But still just dangerous. Shots coming in through the glass on Blizzard. Both revives are not going to happen right now. Blizzard again decides to take a move. He's gonna lose sight of the 2 revives that HVT has, but I don't think HVT is aware of it. But Blizzard here comes in, he's moving. And he's gonna get a revive on the Predator. Is Natalie gonna be able to prevent this though? She's not. Both the Predator and Ranger now are back in the game. Natalie's gonna have to be careful. This Ranger knows she is there. Oh, this is just got me like nail biting right now. She is so close to both of them, and both of them know they're there. Good flash nade on himself. Ranger is now flashed. Heineko. Still hanging out in the back. Very, very one-shot. Very dangerous indeed for him. Both revives are safe for HVT, but they are unaware of this. They do not know that they are both unable to see them. Oh, don't peek at Natalie! Oh, she takes damage. Both of these players are now one shot. Oh, and Heineko pushes in with the MK17! Blizzard, with that Scorpion, tries putting shots into him and misses every single one of them. And now L is going to push around. I think he hears Natalie coming to him, though. Natalie, if she knows he's there, revives do come in. There it is, and the M16 takes out Natalie. Now revives again should be available to HVT. L moves away from the game, and I think is going to be going for the draw. I do believe we're going to be seeing a draw here. 44 seconds left on the clock. Predator does not want to try and take on 2 of the members of HVT, let alone 3 if they were to go ahead and get the revive on Hero. So I'd say this round is a wash, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to sit here and play round 4 over again. HVT very close to getting that round. Natalie, oof. If she had just seen that Predator just a little bit sooner, I do believe she could have, done some good, but being one shot, highly likely. Or highly unlikely, sorry. That M16 is just, it's nasty. Both of those players being one shot, I don't blame them one bit for wanting to be very careful with their movement. Agreed, Murder. Both teams could, benefit from a flanking long gun. That Ranger doing that just fine for Baltic Storm, but I don't know of very many people besides Dabian that can run a long gun on Charlie, and he's not even in here. Tell you what they should have. They need some covering fire. Yes. I don't care who you are. I love that stuff. Let's go. Game time with the subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for that sub. Welcome to the Super Squad. Natalie and Heineko and Hero are on the push. Looks like the right side flank might be their intention. And it is an open flank at that. Every single member of Baltic Storm is either in the middle or up on the silos. I like it. Dak now is going to be joining them after he gets out of his drone. Gas drone for HVT is in the air, scouting ahead, seeing if there's anybody on the front side of him. Scout drone of Baltic Storm is going to be catching Heineko, and they should have seen Natalie's movement markers as well. Blizzard, instead of being up on the silos now, moves into the back of the map, trying to watch anything that comes up that left side. Could potentially be fatal for anybody that's unaware of his position. I don't know if that gas drone caught his movements or not, but at least we're not seeing them hang out on that back line of buildings. I do like that HVT is moving up and trying to make something happen elsewhere in the map, since it hasn't worked for them 2 rounds that they have tried to hold out back there. And now we're watching L back there on that back side of the map. He is going for that long flank with that Predator. And there you go. MK takes out Dak. Headshots on him. That was on the far back reaches of the map. So good shots out of Blizzard. Takes out Dak with that headshot, making an early 1-man down for HVT. And already the Toxic and the Disruptor of HVT are also already taking damage as well. Gas drone does come out from Hero. Natalie's going to be pushing back, and she is not aware of L's position. I doubt it. She's not even looking the correct direction to be seeing L push up. And L, he doesn't have a line of sight on her. He did not see her movements. Possibly got disrupted, so he at least knows that she was in the vicinity. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see him get disrupted or not. I don't know if I can or not, but he is He is clear now. He is not anywhere near her radius. So again, the long gun of Blizzard has made a game-changing event happen. Natalie, there it finally is. She pushes back, and the Battle Rage Predator takes her out as she tries to go back for a revive. But now Heineko getting the high ground on this Predator. He knows that he's there. Heineko clutches up and takes him out. Shots coming in on Heineko with that SR. Oh, and Hero Rebel comes up behind Tsunami. It is now down to being a 2v2. Baltic Storm, actual Baltic Storm, pushes up just a little bit. Blizzard with this high side, though. He's going to see Heineko going back for Dak. He's going to have to be careful. He's just one tap. And there it is. Heineko gets taken out by Blizzard. Great flanking route for Blizzard. He predicted that they would go for those revives and was there just waiting for that angle to get him. Now Hero is now forced to take on a 2v1. Gas drone is in the air. He's going to be able to see both of these revives with that drone. Neither one has anyone near it. Neither one of the members of Baltic Storm are even close to death, so the gas going down on top of it is just going to deter. Again, for anybody who hasn't played the update just yet, revives are now possible to be gotten through the gas. They do not affect the revives. You just take damage. Hero Rebel now pushes up into his own gas, it looks like. Very close. He's going to be looking for Baltic Storm, but Blizzard with this angle that he has takes him out. 3-1. Baltic Storm manages to absolutely crush that round. Had it to a 2v2, but Blizzard with that Ranger absolutely just destroying any attempt to try and get a good position to try and hold up on. His angles have been absolutely harsh this entire game. So good stuff out of the Ranger again for Baltic Storm. Yeah, well, murder. Someone already has that little soundboard piece, so yeah. Ranger, Predator, Scout, and Artillery again. No thermals from Baltic Storm, but so far that hasn't really affected their ability to find these guys. Mirror Mark on that Ranger has helped a little bit too, I'm sure. Heineko. Here we go. Heineko comes out with the Enforcer. Natalie keeps her Disruptor. Hero Rebel still on Toxic, and still mortars coming in from Dak. Mortars coming down aren't going to be anywhere near anybody, but they aren't going to be near anybody but Dak. Was close. He had decided to push in just a little bit further and try and go up into his drone. That could have been potentially dangerous for him. Mortars come down, and it looked like the intended target was Tsunami. But it looks like the mortars are missing their mark. Well, no, maybe not. My apologies, I did not see the damage that was on the Scout, so maybe the Scout had to move to get out of that position and had to take cover. Here comes Heineko with the Enforcer. Takes out Blizzard. That's the Ranger down. And now Baltic Storm has gas down on top of him. He's going to have to push across the road. And here comes Heineko again with the Enforcer. Being a nuisance. Everybody loves a good Enforcer. Baltic Storm, here comes the revive. Will he be able to get in time? I do believe that is going to be a resounding yes. So now the Ranger is back up, and here comes Heineko and Natalie. Heineko with the Enforcer continues to just put rounds down on, good lord, where's it at? There we go. Heineko's view takes out another one. Ranger. Oh, and good lord have mercy. Oh boy. Heineko gets taken out. Natalie gets taken out by a Battle Rage Predator. All three members of Baltic Storm are here. They were all in. So now three members of HVT are down. Dak again in the back by himself. All three members of HVT were absolutely just slaughtered all at once there. So now it's a 4v1. Dak with the 9mm is left to face all four members of Baltic Storm. Very grim situation for Dak. Now, I will say, at least 3 of the members of Baltic Storm are 1 or 2 tap, and that Ranger's not too far behind him. Once that Predator gets his Battle Rage back, I mean, he'll be fine, but if Dak were to be able to get into a gunfight where these guys just gave him the 1v1 situation over and over, I mean, I like my 9mm, and I'd give it a shot. I'd at least give it a shot. Dak is gonna have to play just extra careful now. I don't even know if they know where he's at, but they're gonna be spreading out pretty wide across the map, looking for him. Let's see what Dak sees. Tsunami should be seeing Dak move across the middle of the map there. I do believe they are now going to know where he is at. Predator as well knows that he is there. I think the intel has come in. Dak's location is confirmed. Dak's going to have to be careful that... Uh-oh. Oh, and the grenade hits the pillar. And there it is. L comes around the corner. Dak is taken out. 4-1. Baltic Storm's favor, ladies and gentlemen. Game point. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, last round. If HVT can't pull something out of their hat of tricks here, Heineko decides to stick with that Enforcer with steady hands. Hero Rebel takes up Tox. Artillery Point Lady comes out finally. Blizzard with the Enforcer as well. And L with the Predator and Scout and Artillery. So Natalie is going to be in a good place here whenever that Enforcer comes out. So that's good. She switched off of that Disruptor and is now an OP Point Lady. Oh, good lord, excuse me. An OP Point Lady. I guess Baltic Storm didn't appreciate the Enforcer play out of HVT, and it has decided to be annoying as well. So Ranger gets put down, Blizzard with the Enforcer. L and Blizzard moving right up the main road. L is marked. Looks like Hero possibly could have been the one that was going to be seeing him. Mortars come down, prevent them going into the barn, but I don't think that was their intention as it is. Heineko with that Enforcer. Enforcers both trying to enforce the Enforcer that's enforcing them. Yeah, we'll go with that. Like I said, suppressing freaking fire. Enforcers just doing some work right now, just putting rounds down range. I do believe that this is acceptable. This is acceptable at this point. Again, I don't care if I've used it once already. I do believe that's acceptable. Move. So HVT moves up the right side just below the hill. Heineko taking up the main push here, right in front. Oh, Dak fragging in the back. What's he doing? Again, back there just kind of, just hanging out by himself. Not sure how I feel about that considering last round, but I don't know. One gun last round could have made a difference on either side, I'm sure. Could have made it over quicker, or it could have made it to where Dak got a person down and saved another one's life potentially. Blizzard takes out Natalie. Wall bangs coming in. But yeah, she was taken out. That was wall bangs onto the second floor. Mortars come down, and L is going to be taking a little bit of damage. Gas drone is in the air for HVT. Here comes L. And I do believe he is battle raged. Heineko takes out L. So now is a point lady down and a predator down. Both assaults of both sides are out of the fight for the moment. Hero and Heineko are together in this room as Dak is finally going to move up into the middle of the map. They haven't seen Dak this entire game. What's Dak's play gonna be here? So Blizzard up on the high side. Enforcer enforcing the Enforcer. Hero Rebel's taken out, and now Tsunami takes out Hero Rebel. Heineko and is now taken out by Tsunami as well. Dak again in a 1v3 situation. Dak decides that's enough. He's had it. He's done. Over with. 5-1 is your final score, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a final score. Like I said, 5-1. So, Enforcer enforcing the Enforcer that's enforcing the Enforcer makes it a very quick end. Heineko going 9-5. Dak fragging with a 0-7. Ouchie. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Blizzard with a 9-4 and L with a 9-5. 4-3 and 2-3. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our game. I have another one coming up tonight, 9 p.m. Central. That is less than 6 hours away. So come back. I'll have another one. It's going to be, good Lord, who was it? HVT Bravo versus just come back and see and find out, because I know it's HVT Bravo, but I can't remember who the other team is. So GG's. I'm Super Saiyan. Thank you to everybody who has subbed today, Lion and Game Time, and anybody else who's been in this chat that I haven't seen before. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Until next time, I'm Super Saiyan. I'm out.